you are sitting next to, so now we know why you're sitting next to other cells. If you're sitting next to another cell, if you simply send a signal to that cell, let's say some diffusible molecule off your surface or something, that other cell can sense it with a receptor. Then it knows that it came from outside. It basically, you can take action based on it. You can ignore it. It might be lying. Who knows, what that is. And you can decide how you're going to act with respect to it. And that helps you keep individuality, right? When you have this sharp division between sender and receiver of information, it helps each one keep their individuality. Imagine now that, instead of that, what you invent or discover through evolution is something called a gap junction. A gap junction is this little protein hatch that sits on the surface of cells. It's like a little submarine docking hatch that basically directly connects to another gap junction on the surface of another cell. That the magic there is that what it allows is signals to go directly from the inside of one cell to the inside of another cell. So when that happens, let's say something happens to cell A. There's let's say a calcium flux that serves as the memory engram of that event. It triggers all kinds of internal processes. If you've got a gap junction open to cell B, that calcium signal is going to propagate into cell B. Cell B now receives this memory of something happening. Calcium doesn't have a metadata label on it that says, where did I come from? It's just calcium. So as long as you're both interpreting information the same way, that second cell has no idea whether this is real information about something that happened to it, or it's coming from outside, right? So you lose the ability to, what that does is that erases the boundary between you and me. If we're sharing information, if your memories are my memories and vice versa, and we can't tell who had what memories, right? What happens is that calcium flux or whatever that memory signal is a false memory as far as cell B is concerned, because that event never happened to cell B. However, it's a true veridical memory to the new sort of hyper agent that consists of both A and B. And so that ability to share information helps erase. It's a kind of like a mind meld, basically, that helps erase individuality. And of course, there's a lot of nuances I'm glossing over because, of course, not everything propagates through these gap junctions and so on. But it becomes harder and harder. So that's the first thing that happens, is that informational, that erasure of ownership information binds cells into larger units. The other thing that does that is stress.